No.
And then I looked over. Why is the whole deck red?
Welcome to MTG Dungeon, everyone. Here with Felix.
Hey.
The camera's right there.
I know.
Are you sure?
I know. I just want to make sure I was still in the shot because right before we shot, I noticed that when it was like going on, that I was kind of like off in the corner. So I wanted to make sure.
Where Canadians all belong.
Nah.
First match of the night is Abzan Stoneblade versus 8-Whack, not 8-Rack.
8-Whack. I was looking at that 8-Whack. I thought it was 8-Rack, and then I looked over like at the corner of my eyes, like, wait, why is the whole deck red?
So I think if it goes past turn 4, I think Stoneblade just wins the game.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I mean, 8-Whack is a more creature centric deck. So it's not like, I feel like it's not like Burn where it can maybe go a little bit into the mid game, because a lot of its aggressiveness comes from its more so the abilities, and just having all the extra bodies is like a plus, like compared to burn spells. But with Stoneblade, I mean, they're built to just, it's junk. You grind out, and so longer it goes.
So turn 1 looks like Legion Loyalist gets him for 1. Fetch land. Looks like a goblin. Was it War Marshal?
Okay.
It's
the one that makes the token.
Yes, it is. He's going to Fatal Push the Legion Loyalist, which seems fine because you do play Lingering Souls. You don't have to have those things up to block.
Yeah.
So Inquisition. Let's take a look. So it looks like Goblin King.
Ooh.
Blue. A turn 3 Blood Moon against Abzan.
I don't know.
Would have been perfect.
I don't know, dog. Maybe they want to take the lightning bolt. You know, just give them the blood moon.
I know. You have a turn 1 Blooming Marsh. You don't have a way to fetch up any basic, which I don't think he does in his hand. Oh, that was a very well timed Inquisition.
Yeah, that was like you would have just got at that point.
Oh yeah, no, like I mean you have a swamp, you have a basic swamp at least in hand.
Yeah.
But still, like it's just real bad.
This is Nate on Stoneblade, right?
On Stoneblade.
All right. Okay.
So I mean he has his third land, right? He does not have a third land for the Goblin. Oh, so if he had third land for Goblin King, woof.
And then he plays the one that makes the token.
Makes another token. So he's gonna bash in for 1 this turn. So I mean, Nate looking okay. If he can drop a Stoneforge.
With what? He needs to find some white mana. Oh, I think he has.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh. So he doesn't have a Stoneforge in hand. So it doesn't come into play tapped. So untap. All right.
I think he has a trophy in his hand, but I think now.
Yeah, what
do you hit? Yeah.
This is like the just goblins waiting on that third land to literally start playing the lords and swinging.
They played the Foundry Street Denizen, I think it's called.
Yes.
What's that one do again?
Whenever you cast a red spell, it gets 1+0. I believe. No, whenever a red creature comes into play, it gets +1/+0. Yeah. So with the War Marshals, like it gets the goblin triggers going.
Yeah.
Fatal Push is gonna take that out pretty quickly. Well, looks like we're fetching.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what is he? He has 4 mana. So Kalitas maybe.
Oh, Kalitas would be pretty good. Because what he wants to keep himself away from 4 or 5 life.
Lingering Souls seems just fine with 1 black up. So now you have 2 blockers. If he finds a third land though, then those goblins become 2/2s.
Yeah, that would be.
Third land. Woo!
Ooh, okay.
All right, so not looking real good for the Stoneblade player. The goblins coming down, giving the goblins +1/+1 and Mountain Walk. Which
I love that art. I love that art on Goblin King. Man, he has like the coat and everything. He looks like a Disney villain, dog.
He's like, all right, chump block 2 of them, take 4.
Get Rex Scrub.
Down to 10. Oh, I say Fatal Push. Oh, you had to have a token die.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't you do that earlier? I was like, he had to.
Yeah.
That's all of Nate's Fatal Pushes, I think. That's 3 of them.
He.
Wow.
Yeah. Now he's gonna have to lean on on those Assassin's trophies.
Yeah. And so the reason that the tokens died also, for people who didn't notice, because the goblin left, the other two tokens had damage on them, so you lose that +1/+1, so then they die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking the way it was on it sequenced itself. I thought they were supposed to stay on the board.
If the Goblin King was still there, yes, because they're getting the buff from him. But when he leaves, the damage still stays until end of turn. So he has a bolt plus something else in hand. Ooh. 8-Whack has run out of gas. Like, we know they have a bolt in hand. I mean, like... double Goblin Grenade still gets him there?
Ooh.
So Lily... You sack a creature. Okay.
See, that was probably... See, that's what you want to aim your lightning bolt at.
At a Lily? At this point, if he's at 10, I think I'm just keeping the bolt and trying to burn him. Ooh. Alright, I didn't see what the draw
I don't know,
was.
because, I mean, okay, so it's 8-Whack, but it's still a red deck. It's going to run out of gas, and having them make you discard cards every turn by leaving it on board, I feel like that's only going to make it harder for 8-Whack to close out the game.
He has bolt something else. And so the thing is that with Lily Trigger on stack, you can just bolt to the dome, and you're on top draw at this point anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, another 2. I think what he's doing here. Double. See, I would double bolt.
Okay.
The tokens.
So.
If you're discarding, I would have them both go to the dome because at this point, Lily has to uptick. If you draw a Goblin Grenade,
wow,
you're good to go. All right, yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Those double lightning bolts at the spirit tokens.
Yeah, because you were under 0 pressure. Oh, that's a Scavenging Ooze, and that's 3 green up. Ooh.
Hey, 5/5.
Oh.
He about to get a 5/5.
Well,
see, and those double lightning bolts at the dome would have been more relevant right now.
Yes. I was like like eating 2 creatures. It's the life gain that's more relevant than the creature body. In all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Oh man, 8-Whack, not in a good
something.
8-Whack.
Oh, another bolt.
No, that's the Goblin Bushwhacker.
In hand?
Yes.
Looks like a bolt to me. Oh, okay.
Fight me, son. You went around at the time of Bushwhacker and Standard.
It wasn't. I really wasn't. I haven't even done Theros or Cons or... I didn't do any of those standards. That's crazy. I would have loved to play Con Standard.
No, you wouldn't have.
4-color piles with Jace. Dog, you know I would...
That was Con's Origins, but yeah.
You know I would have been playing Bant Company. For a fact. That's just like that.
You mean so you've been playing the best deck in Standard?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's why I want to play Con Standard. Like I wish I would have been there.
No, you don't.
I do.
It was so miserable.
No. I mean standard metas have been pretty miserable. Not maybe like this one is maybe a little bit miserable. Last one was cool.
See, and there's the Goblin Grenade. So, like, realistically, what you do is you kill the Lily, and then you just Goblin Grenade their face. But you're so far behind now.
I think what's going on is 8-Whack is playing a little too conservatively, and really they should be trying to apply more pressure and be the aggressor.
Yeah.
Making them come up with the answers, but I think probably because they were able to, or they ran out of gas, like they had to slow down. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
The double bolt to the creatures, like you net lost. Like if you just trade the creatures and double bolted them, like that's 4 extra damage that you could have gotten through.
Yeah. No, like playing goblins is essentially like you're getting bum rushed. Like you're getting your ass jumped by a bunch of fucking goblins, and like you don't have time to react.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're a bit on the back foot, but when
See,
whack is on the back foot,
there's double goblin grenade. Like if he had done it the other way and just like and kept the tokens back a little more, he would have gotten there.
He might have. I mean, he was worried about losing. He felt like the crackback was real, was going to be real or whatever. But I think he would have won with like 1 life if that.
That's because the tokens were not going to put anywhere near as much pressure on.
Yeah.
It's like swing block.
Scoo's putting in work.
Yep. It's like
now they got the stone.
The second I see the stone forge hit, I have no creature on board. Double goblin grenade in hand. I was scooping.
Can you imagine if GTA was playable in modern, and that was what he got right now against 8-Whack? Ugh.
Yep. All right. Chilling double goblin grenade. Yeah. So the two key points in that game was the double bone of the creatures was definitely bad, but then also the fact that the Inquisition that got the that got the blood moon was another that emergency stop. That emergency stop button was
potentially suboptimal play, which turned out to just out of sheer luck just be like an amazing galaxy brain play.
Yeah. Well, also the fact that the goblins, if they had third land drop on 3, that goblin king would have just ended the game like 2 turns earlier.
Shit. So sideboard,
collective brutality is definitely coming in.
Yeah. Brutality
is definitely coming in. Brutality and plague engineers.
Yeah. Because they don't really have a way to stop the goblin grenade, huh?
Mm-mm. So apparently this version, I think he put the blood moons in main board because he knew that there was a lot of mana aggressive decks like Tron, Abzan, Jund. Yeah. So I mean, main board blood moon in that case seems really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, having...
Chain Whirler is fine.
Chain Whirler is fine. Tormod's Crypt is also be fine because you can just, like, stop the lingering souls from flashing back.
Yeah. That's crazy. That Chain Whirler is, like, technically a modern playable card now.
I mean, it's been a modern playable card.
I didn't really see that. I hated that standard. I hated that. Speaking of bad standards, I hated that Goblin Chain Whirler standard that was it Dominaria standard where it was just blue-white win con list Teferi control and
Teferi is a win con
and Rakdos
wasn't aggro. It was mono red,
but it was the red splash or the black splash for Smash the Sitherines, or I mean not Smash the Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Yes,
the fucking Unlicensed Disintegration.
Yeah.
And then I want to say one other card, but oh god, Chain Whirler was trash, man. I wanted to play vampires.
But Felix, vampires are good now. For another 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Rip my dreams, my hopes and dreams.
I mean, we are going to a fairy tale set, so I feel like you have a decent shot.
Dog, I am so hyped. I'm literally like pissed that neither of our LGSs, like or anywhere, have like put up pre-orders like to where I can get the buy a box promo because like I kind of want that.
Ron's
is they didn't announce their.
Yeah, they did on Facebook.
I didn't see that. Fuck. No, man. I was pissed because I'm like, when are they gonna announce it so I can already go ahead and buy a box? Like I never buy boxes of sets. I bought one for myself. So dude, I'm so hyped for this set.
Just to give away Felix's tech, he's gonna run the gingerbread deck.
No, dog. Once upon a time.
You're running the gingerbread deck.
I'm about.
You're gonna wait for them to make a card with your little gingerbread girl trying to stab Grook, and you're gonna play that deck.
Dog, rip that. God, real men cried.
I still can't believe you think that was more emotional than the War of the Spark one.
I do. I really do. I really do. But it's funny. I was talking. I think I heard from Brandon on Monday. I think it was Brandon that told me that he like when the video played, like when Garrick burst through the door, that they should have hit like the Som Somebody once told me, like, and
Oh
then just
my
continue
God.
play that throughout the rest of the trailer instead of the song that they did. And I'm wondering, like, that video has to be out somewhere. Someone has to have put it out, because if not, I'm gonna put that shit out tonight. Like, I'm gonna put that shit out and reap up all the fucking Reddit karma.
Oh my God. Yeah, say we're on to for the first 10 boxes. I think it was like $100.
Damn. Okay, looks like I'm buying a box after today. After
So
after
tomorrow
the stream.
before Commander.
No, after the stream's over.
They close at 6.
Ron's, but what about Play Live?
Play wasn't doing the special for 100.
Dog, I don't care. I'm just trying to get a box.
I mean, yeah, you could probably just call and talk to Michaela.
I did, but it was like, it was not. I didn't want to make it a whole thing because it didn't seem like they had already gotten that like conveniently set up.
Yeah.
Like they had to go through a whole process. They're like, oh well, I don't know if Bruce had ordered them yet, and I can call him and ask. I was like, I'm just trying to see when it's available.
So Fantasy Denizen followed up by a Goblin Guide, swinging him for 4. Seems pretty good.
This is what 8-Wack really wants to be doing right now. I'm telling you, you're supposed to feel like you're getting bum rushed when you're playing against 8-Wack.
Although I think Goblins missed their second land drop.
Is it turn 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Rip, fam. Wish that Goblin Guy trigger could have triggered on your own top deck. God, can you imagine?
He would not cost 1 mana.
Can you?
He would not cost 1 mana.
I'm sure that card, some form of that card, exists somewhere. It's like attack. You get to reveal the top card of your library. Play it, or you may exile it. You may cast it from exile this turn or something like that. Or if
There's
it's
a bunch of those.
Oh, I mean,
there's one in standard. There's one in standard right now.
Which one?
The Elemental.
I'm not hip to these core 20 elementals, man. Like I know the Risen Reef, but that's it. Like
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Oh damn, that one's fucking ham.
Oh, Knight of Autumn.
Knight of Autumn.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna gain 4 life.
Yeah.
Should have done that Goblin deck real good.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I feel like the life gain one is pretty under. The mode is pretty underutilized, but when you feel like you can use it, it feels pretty good. Yeah. But the 2/1 body it leaves behind is great. Like I wish there was some. Like I wish it was a 2/2 at least, but you know, take what you can get.
Yeah. I mean, do you have a Plague Engineer in hand?
I don't think so. He had to have played. No.
No, because it only killed a Denizen, so you guys even want to like see. Oh man, this poor Goblin player stuck on 1 land. I was like, all right, I can bolt it, and then hit you for 3, so you only net gained 1 life and bought yourself a turn, and I gave you a land.
He's gonna hit all his colors.
He's already had all his colors.
I thought that was the second forest in the back.
Oh, so now we just watch 8-Wack just slowly die.
I don't know. I feel like perhaps, but like believe in the heart of the cards, man. He can get there.
Not with a Goyf in the way.
He just needs to summon Exodia.
Oof. Like it looks like if he's had a second land, like Goblins would have to win this game. But being stuck on 1 is just so rough.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you kind of wish you had Ether Vial. I like. Speaking of that, there's the newer goblins.
Oh my! He just Goblin grenaded a Goyf.
Hell yeah! Flavor win.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like it's funny and it's great, but it's so bad.
Hell yeah!
Oh my goodness. Oh. I mean that Lily of the Last Hope at this point I almost want to say just seals this game because you just put it down.
Keep him off creatures essentially.
Well, I mean you keep Goblin Guide. If the Goblin Guide attacks, it's like cool. I get a free look at the top card every turn.
Oh, he's fetching.
I mean, I'm assuming Lily follow-up play with something.
Man, I see this. I see Nate's list, and I'm just thinking like, this feels like Black Green X mixed with the Stoneforge package. That's exactly what it is.
I was like, it's
exactly what it is. But I'm saying like I see that, and I'm like Abzan Stoneblade. I'm thinking like it's Devoted Druid combo with the Stoneforge package and the Kitchen Fink, so you can go heavy into the mid range.
Interestingly, chooses to mill 2 with Last Hope to get Goyf back. I think we're just upticked, target the goblin, like, and just force him to, like, show me something.
He's like, bitch, so you thought you got my Goyf. You can't make this shit up, people.
I'm not gonna. If I was a goblins player, at this point, I feel like I just scoop. Like, you can't beat Lily.
What do you mean? He has all these cards in his
He does,
hand.
but one land is so bad. Is that another
Oh.
goblin grenade? Oh, it's a Legion Loyalist. It doesn't do a whole lot.
Quick bum rush. Goyf can't kill both your goblins.
I mean, at this point, like, Nate can just clear his board because he can just go Plague Engineer Goblin, uptick Lily to kill the Engineer because the Loyalists are gonna die, and then just start bashing it with Goyf.
That's Loyalist, right?
Yeah, it's a 1/1. So
But he doesn't have haste.
It does, but there's a Goyf in the way.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'm.
You just want to kill the Lily.
Yeah, I feel like prioritizing killing the Lily is worth trading a body.
That's probably fair.
Because it keeps him from like, okay, if
Yeah.
with the collective brutality that changes things, but I feel like
Yeah, I sort of done that, right? It's like, here, it's 3 creatures. Can't cast any of them because they're all of my 3-drop lords.
Man, but if he could get him down though, man, game over.
Yeah, this is like uptick Lily, kill the Loyalists. Okay, I was like, why isn't the Loyalist okay? So go ahead from Preacher's Bastion for 5. It looks like Plague Engineer Kaya's Guile. Like, you just put a Plague Engineer down, I'm pretty sure your opponent just scoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At this point,
he can't keep any of his creatures on board.
no, he can't. So finally found his second land.
Rip.
But at this point, yeah, he's like, okay, we're done here.
He's like, I
Oh,
done got.
that's so unfortunate, but
It happens.
Stoneblade in 2.
I still like the deck. I still
Oh,
like
yeah, no,
AWAC.